Did you know that Luffy's Devil Fruit was hidden from the world government for over 800 years and that its real name is not the Gomu Gomu no Mi? Today, I'm going to tell you the whole truth about the most important Devil Fruit in One Piece and why the 5 elders were so afraid of it. Welcome to the Encyclopedia of the Akuma no Mi, where I explain every single Devil Fruit in One Piece with all the details you need to know. We start with the fruit everyone knows as the Gomu Gomu no Mi, but which is actually the Hito Hito no Mi, Model Nika, a legendary Mythical Zoan type fruit. It was eaten by Monkey D. Luffy when he was 7 years old in Makino's bar in the East Blue, after Shanks and his crew stole it from a world government ship. This fruit first appeared in chapter 1 of the manga, becoming the most iconic fruit in the entire series. But before we continue, if you want to see the full encyclopedia of every Devil Fruit and not miss any detail from One Piece, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And tell me in the comments, what is your favorite Devil Fruit? For more than 1,000 chapters, everyone believed this was a paramecia-type fruit that turned the user's body into rubber. But in the Wano arc, the truth was finally revealed. It is actually a mythical Zoan that embodies the legendary Sun God Nika. As a rubber fruit, it gives Luffy 3 basic abilities. First, his entire body becomes elastic, as if it were made of rubber, which means he can stretch, inflate, and deform himself in ways no normal human could. Second, he is completely immune to lightning, as we saw when Enel couldn't do anything to him even with 200 million volts. And third, he has a natural resistance to blunt force and bullets because his body absorbs impacts like rubber. But the most important part is the fruit's awakening, Gear 5, where Luffy transforms into the warrior of liberation, Nika. In this form, Luffy gains powers that completely break logic. He can turn his surroundings and even his enemies into rubber. He can run in the air, change his size at will, and fight with absolute freedom, limited only by his imagination. Throughout the series, Luffy has developed a massive arsenal of techniques using this fruit. Let's go through the most important ones, organized by gear. We start with Gomu Gomu no Pistol, his basic attack where Luffy stretches his arm back and launches it forward as a long-range punch. This is the first attack we see in chapter 1 against the Lord of the Coast, the sea monster near Fuchsia village. Then there's Gomu Gomu no Bazooka, where Luffy stretches both arms back and slams them forward together to create a devastating impact. He first used this move against Don Krieg in the Baratie arc. Gomu Gomu no Gatling is a rapid-fire barrage of punches, one of Luffy's most iconic techniques, which he's used against many main villains across the story. In Gear 2, Luffy pumps his blood at superhuman speed, dramatically increasing his speed and power. His attacks in this form carry the prefix Jet, like Gomu Gomu no Jet Pistol, which he first used against Blueno in Enies lobby. In Gear 3, Luffy inflates his bones to create giant attacks. Gomu Gomu no Gigant Pistol turns his fist into a giant-sized punch, strong enough to destroy ships or buildings. He first revealed this against Rob Lucci in Enies lobby. Gear 4 has 3 main forms. First is Boundman, where Luffy inflates his body and combines his elasticity with Haki. His strongest techniques in this form include Gomu Gomu no Kong Gun, which he used to defeat Doflamingo, and Gomu Gomu no King Kong Gun, his most destructive attack in this gear, which smashed Doflamingo's entire palace. Then there's Tankman, a defensive form where Luffy inflates his body even more and can absorb huge attacks. He used this form against Cracker on Whole Cake Island. Finally, Snake Man, the fastest form of Gear 4, where his attacks can change direction mid-air to relentlessly chase the enemy. Gomu Gomu no Black Mamba and Gomu Gomu no King Cobra are his final techniques in this form, which he used against Katakuri. And then we reach Gear 5, the awakening of the fruit. Here, Luffy can literally do whatever he wants. He can grab lightning and use it as a weapon, turn the ground into rubber to bounce attacks, inflate himself to the size of a giant like we saw against Kaido, and even make his opponent's bodies rubbery temporarily. It's like he's fighting inside a living cartoon, where the laws of physics bend to his imagination. Speaking of all these techniques, tell me in the comments, which gear is your favorite and why? Do you prefer the speed of Gear 2, the raw power of Gear 4, or the craziness of Gear 5? This fruit has absolutely insane strengths. First, total immunity to lightning makes it a perfect counter against users like Enel. Second, the resistance to blunt damage allows Luffy to take hits that would kill any normal person. And third, its versatility is incredible. Luffy can adapt his fighting style to nearly any situation, but it also comes with serious weaknesses. Like all Devil Fruit users, seawater completely weakens him and he can't swim. Sea Stone, or Kairoseki, drains his strength and nullifies his powers. Cutting attacks are more effective against him because, even though he is elastic, rubber can still be cut, as we saw with Mihawk and Doflamingo. And while he's immune to lightning, he's still vulnerable to poison, like when he almost died from Magellan's venom in Impel Down. On top of that, the overuse of his gears has a cost. Gear 2 shortens his lifespan. At first, Gear 3 left him in a tiny chibi form afterward. Gear 4 leaves him unable to use Haki for about 10 minutes after it ends. Gear 5 temporarily ages his body and leaves him completely exhausted once the fight is over. Luffy has also used his fruit in very creative non-combat ways. He can inflate himself like a balloon to float, use his stretched arms like ropes to swing between structures, inflate his stomach to store food or water, and even bounce cannonballs back at enemy ships using his rubber body. Officially, it's been revealed that the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika allows its user to become an incarnation of the ever-smiling sun god, fighting with absolute freedom and spreading joy and liberation wherever he goes. That's why the world government tried so hard to erase this fruit's real name and hide its existence from the world. Some fans theorize that Joy Boy, the fruit's previous user 800 years ago, also reached an advanced form similar to Gear 5, and that the legend of his laughter and the drums of liberation comes from that awakening. Others speculate that the fruit itself has a will of its own, choosing Luffy as the one who truly matches Nika's spirit of freedom. And that's everything about the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or rather the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, the most iconic and one of the most powerful devil fruits in One Piece. Now tell me, would you eat this devil fruit, knowing you could never swim again? And what would you do if you had Gear 5? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, so you don't miss the next chapter of the encyclopedia, where we'll talk about the Mera Mera no Mi, the fire fruit of Ace and Sabo, and I'll see you in the next video.